Hey guys, Dr. Devon Coughlin here, and in this next video we're going to go over with you the top 3 exercises that you can do at home to treat your own neck pain. If you find this video valuable, we ask that you share it with other people, that your friends and family can see these things, that they can do the same thing. And if for some reason these don't work, that would be a great time to reach out to us and we'll be able to help you out with that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you is something we call cervical spine molding, or basically neck molding. And we need to use a nice pillow like this. If you don't have something like this, I would encourage you to ask your chiropractor or your healthcare provider if they can get one for you. When you see this here, you can buy these online as well. We're using a 4-inch diameter cylinder neck roll here. It's a pretty dense foam. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to put it under our neck and we're going to lie flat on our back. And so the key here, the key number is 20 minutes. 20 minutes lying in this position is actually going to help our neck get some what we call neuroplastic change, or long-term change in the muscle, the ligament, and the tendons. All right. And so, like I mentioned before, with that spine, the neck becomes very straight. This is going to help get that curve back into our neck. So I'm going to show you what we need to do. You're going to lie flat on your back, and you're going to put this neck roll under the lower part of your neck, just like that. And you're going to lie on your back. That neck roll is going to help to create that curve in that spine. And you need to lie here for at least 20 minutes. All right. So a lot of people will do this lying in bed. They may even fall asleep on it. But what you'll find is by helping to get that curve back into your neck, it's going to take a ton of pressure off the muscles at the base of the skull and the upper back, lower neck area, and you're going to feel tremendously better by getting that curve back into that neck. All right, so the next exercise I'm going to teach you is something called isometric strengthening in the neck. Now, the neck's such a problem because most of us, we're real tight in the shoulders and upper back, and we're super weak in our neck flexors and in the muscles on the side of our neck. And so we're going to teach you here how to strengthen your neck just by using your hands. All right, so the first one we're going to do a side-to-side isometric strength, all right, exercise here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my right hand up against the right side of my head, and I'm going to push them into one another, okay? So I'm going to press my right hand against my head. I'm going to push my head back into my right hand. I'm going to hold that for 5 seconds, and I'm going to relax. What you're going to find is that muscle there is going to get tired, but we want to challenge it by doing that. So we're going to hold for 5 seconds, and then relax, and we're going to repeat that 10 to 15 times. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're going to hold that for 5 seconds and relax. Hold that for 5 seconds and relax. All right, so that's going to be the side to side. We also want to work on the front muscles here. So many of us, again, working at computers or different things like that, will be super tight here and we're going to be weak in the front. So the way that we're going to strengthen the front ones is we're going to put our hands on our forehead. We're going to press our hands against our head and we're going to resist for 5 seconds. We'll relax there. We'll do the same thing again. Press and hold, and that's getting those deep flexors in the neck. All right, almost everyone's super weak here, and we're going to help strengthen that area there. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the posterior neck muscles, and a very similar motion. What we're going to do, we're going to put our hands behind our head, and we're going to press our hands against our head and the head to resist as well. So we're going to press, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. So again, most of us are forward like this from being on a computer or just getting that posture. This is going to help us resist that and be more upright. So pushing back like that is going to help us to create more strength in the back. The further your head is from the floor, the longer you're going to live. So think about that. If your head's down here, that's where you're headed, in the ground. If you're upright like this, that's where we want to be. All right, so the last exercise we're going to teach you here is going to be a standing neck traction exercise. Now, there's different variations of this. In our office here, we have a whole setup like this. I don't expect you to do that at home, but these come in models that you just put over a door, you shut the door, and pull down on it. So that's all I would expect you to do. Again, you get this from your healthcare provider. You can also order these online, but make sure you have someone who's trained in this to teach you properly, all right? Because you can't injure yourself, but we want to make sure we do it the right way. So what we're going to do is we're always going to put the straight part here underneath our chin, and the curved part is going to go behind our neck. All right, again, the purpose of this exercise is to put that curve back in the neck. It's also going to elongate those short, tense muscles that we all get. It's going to help to elongate that. So you can go ahead and watch here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put that curved piece behind, and then I'm just going to make sure it's the right height for me. So I'm going to tighten the string just like that. I have the straight part below my chin, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold on the handles. I'm going to slowly lower my knees down, and I'm going to look up at the ceiling at the same time. So I'm going to bend down slightly and look up at the ceiling, and I come back up. I'm not putting a ton of pressure on there. I'm just feeling a slight pull, and then I return to standing. So I'm going to bend, look up, bend, and look up at the ceiling like that. So again, what's going to happen there is it's going to help put that curve back in my neck, elongate those tense muscles, and it's going to help take a lot of that pressure off my neck and upper back. Super, super effective at reducing neck pain. So again, remember we had the neck roll, we have the traction, we also have the isometric exercises. Again, if you found this information valuable, share it with your friends and family so that they can get the same information and be able to treat their neck, and even some of this will actually help with their headaches as well, because we're getting pressure off those nerves in the spine. It's going to help you feel 100 times better, and you can really take your health to the next level by getting rid of that neck pain and those headaches. It's been Dr. Devon Coughlin. Make sure you tune in for more information coming your way.